Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we are reviewing Black Ink Crew Season 7, Episode 6. Before we start, tell them what to do, D.
Smack that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
All right.
All right.
So this episode start off just after the convention. We see four outside talking to what's the
Niggas, Ryan and
the whole crew, the whole
Nine
Mad crew. Okay. Yeah. And he said he talked to Drea, and Drea told him, you know, they was working together side by side at the convention. And Ryan was like, that's what she said? It wasn't like that. So he told that Drea stole half of the booth.
But see, okay. So that just goes to show you. Now, I think she probably said we were working side by side. She probably did not say we were working together. But that just goes to show you that Drea is still not out in the streets talking shit because Ford had no idea.
He didn't even know. Right. Y'all had to tell him. He didn't know. And he started talking about, you know, Sex City Inc., how, because she took half the booth. They didn't have no room to tattoo, so he had to take old boy over to his side, and he started talking about how Shar got to get the shop in order. Then he says C's was there. That was the first time he saw C's. And he said he don't know what Shar and Kit had going on, but Kit basically went ziggity boom. I was like, Kit didn't go ziggity boom till y'all was all sitting in a circle talking.
You were right there in the middle of that conversation. She didn't go ziggity boom. Y'all were talking shit about her in her face.
Right. Y'all talking about, I don't know what they had going on. No, that was all of y'all did that. So then we find out what his issue is. What was with Kit.
I don't think we found out what his issue is, but he could keep saying that shit. But I don't know that that's it.
If he claimed this is it, he sound dumb. So he said when he had went through the whole situation with Anthony, he was partying in Vegas, and Kit called him and basically told him, you know, to stop showcasing, stop out there subbing, because it looked bad. Like you not caring about this dude's feelings, and you out here in Vegas, you know, like whatever.
And basically taking little subliminal shots at him.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. And he talking about, it ain't my fault. He over here crying about what happened 2 weeks ago. Cause it just.
So you sleep with my baby mama and you're my best friend in the whole world, like my brother, and I'm supposed to be done with it in 2 weeks. That was old. In 2 weeks, that's old news.
That was old. He was not only he's like your brother, he's your child godfather. This man had just been through dealing with cancer.
He is so defensive when you put that up. He does not like being called out about how wrong he was in that particular situation.
That was horrible.
I just feel like I don't buy it. I think there's more to it. Did Kit like not fuck Ryan?
Well, maybe that's what it is.
Because he thinks he should, you know, he's so deserving of everybody's cooch.
That's probably.
He's so bad.
He is so mad.
And I think she definitely would have, but then he was like trying to play her, and she might probably backed off of that.
And here's another thing, like you said, he talking about, you know, he crying over what happened 2 weeks ago. Was it last season or the season before that? This nigga was so depressed behind his baby mama not want to be with him, and he was sleeping at the shop and didn't have nowhere. Like you was into a whole depressed zone, but you can't understand why this dude, after 2 weeks of finding out, is tripping.
He's a narcissist. I don't really think they see the world outside of their own feelings. Anytime you bring up that subject, he gets so mad, like he wasn't the one that did something wrong. You're so mad because this nigga went and told Rachel. That's such a small part of the story.
It's crazy. So we have Kittens and Steve. They're at the lake. They're having a picnic.
It's like this nigga look just like he look like Ryan's little brother. They're so similar.
He tells Kit Ryan invited him to work in NIMAC. Okay. He basically said in the confessional, you know, he don't want to deal with none of the mess that's going on over there.
He made the right decision.
Yeah. Kit told him, you know, she feels like it's a good opportunity for him. But then she talks about the issues that she has with Ryan. And she was saying, you know, she was upset. Shar and Ryan knew the situation between her and C's. And at one point in time, you know, they was there acting like they was there for her. And, you know, the whole thing was over Ryan. And if she really didn't sleep with Ryan, that's real messed up because you let me
If
know.
she did sleep with Ryan, it wasn't when they were doing that. Like when Sky brought that shit out, she was just hanging out in Chicago.
Right.
Like when they were just, you know, but I mean, you know, Caesar's insecure because he know Ryan and he knew.
I mean, because look at Ryan.
Come on.
Here's the thing. Y'all was a team. Y'all was on one side about that situation. Now, y'all like F it. And now you want to be all up in C's face. And she looking at it like y'all both fake as hell because y'all don't even like C's like that. And I 100% believe it. You remember when...
Well, Ryan was the one posting the video of him and Kit on the internet. That was Ryan posting that shit.
Doing the petty stuff.
Yeah.
Remember when Chicago came to New York?
It was tension.
Yes, I was like, oh, that's supposed to have been a Christmas special. And for the tension
because Don broke some shit and left. Yeah, it was very tense.
Yeah. So y'all really fake, like she said.
Yeah,
ain't feeling this dude like that. And she talked about giving her opinion about Anthony. And his whole thing is, if you disagree with him, then he got a problem with you.
Yeah.
And that's why, honestly.
But Caesar's the same way. They got that in common.
Yeah. And that's why Don and them ain't really saying what they saying, because they know if they disagree, he been ready to kick them out too.
I mean, they're all on some opportunistic bullshit. See, Four want to be a rapper, so you know he needs this show, like you said, because without Chi-Town, what you got? Don is, you know, and there's so many people on here. Like Kid is not a tattooer, Shar is not a tattooer, Don is not a tattooer. He went to go get pierced, but I don't want Don piercing me. He was supposed to be piercing people at one point. Van tattoos, but he's gone because Van was standing up to Ryan too much and he didn't like that. All the tattooers, the Mexican chick, gone. The big white lesbian chick, gone. Everybody, Cat, gone. Everybody that did tattoos that called Ryan out on his shit, they're all gone.
Sound a lot like C's. So over at Second City Inc., they have
that
the spot where you just go over there and hang out, and you know where the boss is sitting up there talking about, I want to get to know y'all. I want to find out something freaky about y'all. I want to play Never Have I Ever. I said, this is what we doing in the business meeting.
Boss is. I'm not telling you never have you ever nothing.
I know that dude had to be sitting up there like, for real.
That's how he was looking.
Yeah. This is a business meeting. We ain't, first of all that stuff then popped off.
Did you get the printer fixed?
Is there Wi-Fi? Is there any stencil? Is there some ink in this mug?
Do you know anybody grown playing Never Have I Ever?
And then she said, I want to find out some freaky stuff about y'all. Really? What's what we doing? Okay. So Prince come in.
He mad.
He mad. And she starts to say that she was embarrassed about how everything went down at the convention. And Prince let her know that he was upset that she sent him over there with Ryan and them. And he the lead tattoo artist. So why would you send me and not send this dude, one of your guest artists, over here?
Or none of them are at the meeting. They're not there because they don't work there.
Yeah. She said, you right. I was wrong about that. I should have sent Jay, but I don't think he would like Ryan taking 50% of his money. So Prince was supposed to be okay with it?
He had no choice because, like I told you before, he wasn't paying no $1,500 a month booth rent. And I knew that. I knew that's why he wasn't saying nothing when Drea was like, fuck out of here with that. And he just sat there. So that's why she felt comfortable, because now she feels like he owed her something. Because
that's exactly what she said.
Hold up though. She said he was working there for free during the pandemic.
So question.
Were we supposed to be shut down?
Y'all need to get her ass. I was thinking the same thing.
I was like,
y'all done messed up.
Whoa.
We know Ryan shut his stuff down because he said that when Van had to shut, he's like, you see what I'm going through, but that's what you had to do as an artist. Like, we had that conversation, but she let old boy still be in there tattooing during the pandemic. That needs to be fined.
Did he get a PPP loan to collect unemployment while he was still working?
Probably did. He probably did. You can pull on PPP loans. Let's pull it up. PPP loans, Chicago. Let's pull it up.
I'm just saying.
What's Prince's real name? Shar probably got one too.
Well, she wasn't working. Or what?
Yeah, but she probably got one because, you know, it's supposed to be going towards the people in your business.
You're supposed to get it to pay salary.
Exactly.
But if you're not, but see, anyway, Shar doesn't know how to fill out paperwork.
Well, that part is true. So she probably don't have one unless Meek did it. So he said, if you feel bad about it, then you gonna give me my money back. She was like, nah.
Hell to the no.
Ryan. That's between you and Ryan. She wasn't getting him his money back. And that's when she started talking about he been there. So yeah. So then we got Steve. He go over to Nine Mad to see Ryan because he want to talk to him about being a guest artist at Nine Mad while he's in town. He gonna be in town for a couple of weeks. So now he go there that you didn't already asked him at the convention to come over there and work for you. But now you want to make sure, you want to see where his alliance is with Kit. I said, this show don't sound like no business like this. You all up in your feelings with
what difference does it make? He's there to do tattoos. He said some shit that pissed me off. That's the shit that pissed me off. Because I was like, so now you saying she fucking this dude? Where did that come from?
He said he ain't trust her and she be seducing niggas to get them. He said he's seen it before. So who's supposedly that kid seduced that
him?
Get info. But she said get info and then about him and then use it against him. Who is he trying to talk about?
What do he have going on? We already know about you. Get info about him. What?
He talking about he didn't seen her do it before.
Nigga. When he said pillow talk, I was like, so that's what we doing, Ryan? Now we gonna say she fucking this dude. You just keep on with that.
That's what you do. Yep.
See her.
But when it's somebody that's always accusing somebody, that's what they do.
That's what they do. I was like,
so
I feel
like everybody operates like
thing. Like he had just came in town to come to the convention and they hung out at the beach. So Now they pillow talking?
So that's what he would have did.
Mm.
Child. So we see Prince, he going to do Mariah. We find out him and Mariah met during the pandemic because she came up to the shop when the shop was supposed to be closed during the pandemic to get a tattoo. Okay. She is friends with Shock. Okay. He telling her he ain't really feeling what's going on over there at Second City. Okay. And he's contemplating on leaving. And
I mean, so he had that conversation
do
with
what you gotta
her,
do.
and Shara's her friend, but he did
Yeah.
have that conversation with her.
And she
told her
like,
the
that's
whole
my
thing.
friend, but I mean, what can she say? If it ain't right, it ain't
You
right.
know Shara's raggedy.
Right. That's really her friend.
Yeah.
She raggedy,
You know.
my business. Steve, it was his first day at 9 Mag. This is where we got to see the tattoos of the week. Steve did look dope, yet it was eerie. It was dope, but it was eerie.
When she pulled out that picture, I was
And
like, okay, I want to see him do this.
He did such a good job.
He did it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like she said,
It fit her too.
great. Yeah. That was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope and scary.
I see why they were so intimidated when Stephen came in the convention.
Absolutely. We at Charmaine house, she talking to Meek about the convention, and she's talking about Kitty and Drea's behavior was disgusting. Okay, the way they were acting. And she don't understand why Prince mad at her but not Drea, because she the one that caused him not to have a spot, and she kicked him to the curb, is what she said. She the one.
He works at
Okay, so this is what, okay, with that, with Drea and him, and then she just had two, like, it to me, why would you only have two booths anyway for all them people? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Because she knew she was finna try to get a bunch of guest artists to come in there and make her place look like it had tattoo artists.
So where was they all supposed to tattoo though?
Well, I guess what she thought was
spot.
when it was gonna be her and Drea, you know, when Drea was still working there, Drea would have only needed one spot, that it would have been room for everyone because they had two booths. But then when Drea and her, you know, had their falling out, Drea took her booth.
I still felt like she needed a third booth or something, because I mean,
Why do you invite so many guests?
Yeah, and then you came and spreaded all your meat stuff all over the place. I was like, so where was you supposed to have room for all of this? It just looked like it was inadequate. Even if Drea was there, it didn't seem like it would have been a space.
So annoying listening to her keep saying how Drea was acting ghetto and loud, because that was not her, that was you.
That was her. That was shocking.
Drea was literally in the corner tattooing.
Yep. That was y'all over there. He ain't talking about her right there. Her right there. That was y'all doing that. So we see Ryan talking about he took an oath to Shar mom to take care of her. So that's why he's calling this meeting. And he keeps talking about Shar is a reflection of him. I don't know
everything. Why is he making everything about him? If that's the case, Caesar could be over there saying Ryan is a reflection of him, and he making, because you wasn't the first one to do it.
And then here's the thing: is Van a reflection of you? Like
Van over there doing his own thing, ain't he?
Right. I'm just saying. So how is that? If you are done with them, if they no longer work with you, like they ain't got nothing to do with you.
He's trying to put it like Black Ink as the TV show. But it ain't no crew. It ain't no
If
crew.
that's the case, yeah, then
Then why is Kit there? And I don't have a problem with Kitty. I just don't know why is she there then?
right, because she's a reflection of C's then.
All of you are. If not for C's, there would be no Black Ink Chicago.
Honestly. So he calls a meeting. He got Steve, Ford, and Don with him.
Why is Steve there? Why
Steve's
is
probably
Ford?
like, what?
Why is he
you
there?
doing? Ford, you took Ford away from the baby to come deal with this nonsense.
And you got Steve there, but you have no one from your actual alignment. We don't even know them people that tattoo at his shop. They're not even part of the show.
Mm-mm.
Wouldn't they be a reflection of him? The ones that
I
work
would
there?
think so.
Well, why weren't they at the meeting?
At least old boy and old girl. No. So Dre is there. She's there by the laptop. He started talking about the disturbing behavior at the convention as if he wasn't part of the nonsense.
And try to make it seem like it was Andrea's fault.
That's basically. And Shar was like, that all of that just blindsided me. It blindsided you that she wanted her table. You thought she was just gonna sit there. Yeah, that did blindside you. She thought that Dre was gonna come in and still sit there with Second City Inc. and you was gonna get all the money and stuff from it. That's what you thought. So yeah, that part blindsided you. Dre started laughing and they like, well, what you laughing for? She ain't got no idea what she doing. Not a clue.
Clearly.
Okay? She don't care about the artist. She ain't even trying to educate herself about it. And I was like, everything she said was facts.
And you know what? I feel her on that because every time I've ever had anything to do with a salon whose owner didn't do hair, because the girls be out here thinking, I'm gonna just open me a salon and don't know nothing about the actual business of hair. It's always a shit show because they don't know how any of that shit works.
Well, you even seen Kitty when she was talking to Steve, she said because she wanted to learn about being an artist. So she was
Stop. That's not, you can't learn how to be an artist. Either
well,
you're
you definitely can't learn how to tattoo like that.
I mean, you're either an artist or you're not an artist. That's
But she ain't learned to change. She been working at his spot all the time and ain't learned nothing. Ain't tried to learn nothing.
Who? Kid?
Sure.
Oh yeah, no. She learned how to bend over.
Well, Ryan tells Drea that she needs to understand the chain of command because that's your boss. Okay, so you can't talk to her any kind of way. And you can't just up and walk away from her and still think you want to be a part of Black Ink. Okay. Because I don't work like that.
Is that what she said she was trying to do?
I guess.
You gotta, if in order to be on the show, I gotta work for Char, then I guess I'm not gonna be on the show because I'm not doing that because I'm a real tattoo artist and then I'm not doing that.
And she wasn't there because she went back home to finish tattoo
working
business. They want to talk to her like you need to take advantage of this opportunity that Black Ink could get you. So I guess basically that's what they was telling her. If you want to be part of this show, you got to go over there and deal with Sharon and her BS. And
I'm so sure I didn't see her reaching out to anybody to come be a part of this show.
Nope, they came to her. She was probably fine where she was at.
Where's that London chick at that was a really good tattoo artist?
Went back home because she couldn't deal with Char.
Where's Steven at?
Why didn't they ask Char anything? They just jumped on her side.
Because he vowed to her mother that he's going to take care of her.
Get out of here. You know Char don't know what the hell she doing. You know
Char works at the radio station. They need her for free advertising. It damn sure ain't because they need her tattoo, I don't know what that business is supposed to be over there.
Child. Shar is just like the disrespect is on a whole nother level with y'all, okay? When they came in for the meeting, she said, well, old boy said we was having a meeting and Dre and Kit came in and the energy shifted. And she said, because he said the conversation turned personal. Shar was talking about why Kit wasn't calling her, and it went from a
But
big
before they came in, she was talking about before they came in. He keeps saying that they was talking business. They were not. Before they came in, Shar was talking about how people was talking behind her back, and they weren't talking behind her back. They were saying this shit is raggedy. We don't have what we need. Like,
yeah. And then Kit said when they came up in there, her energy was, I'm about to get these hoes. Is that what her?
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was awesome. I'm the boss. They've been talking behind my back. Yeah. She opened the conversation with tell me what you think. And as soon as Drea started telling her, she snapped.
And then she jumped up on Kitty. And Kitty, like, you trying to put out there like I was trying to fight you, but you jumped up on me. You don't be like Candace, you gonna jump up on the wrong one.
I mean, some people you can't stand up on them like that. Like,
here's my thing. I don't know if Kitty is like her co-workers, but you ain't jumping up on nobody in New York. Like Sky would have put her hands on her
so fast.
Booty.
Look here, I just seen a video of back in season 1 or 2 when Kat and Shar was fighting in the damn tattoo place.
Right.
All over the sofa.
Donna, and she fought Donna. You can't jump up and where the shop they come from. If you jump up on there, that means you about to lay hands.
If I feel like somebody, and I'm not even talking about, I don't throw out that I'm from here bullshit. But if I'm in a conversation and it's a little bit escalated, it wasn't heated, but it was escalated. If I'm in a conversation and you stand up on me, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. So I might have to stand up too.
Well, I'm saying you better be glad that was me that you stood up on. And that's Sky. You've been laying on that floor. You might be laying on that floor with Donna too.
And she can't fight because I just watched Kat kick her ass all over that sofa. Who had to hold her down.
Lord have mercy.
But that just goes to show you, and I can't remember why that was, because she did some foul shit to Kat. At the end of the day, Kat really came in there as a tattoo artist. The only foul thing she did was fuck around with Ryan. Which has nothing to do with Shar. So that just goes to show you how, they calling her a pick-me, Shar, and that's what she is. But that just goes to show you how she doesn't have any loyalty to her female counterparts. Like, what was you fighting Kat for? I don't remember, but I know that was some bullshit back in the day when she had an issue with Kat for no reason.
Because she was jealous of Kat.
Why? Because she was a pretty girl in the room?
She's a pretty girl and she was a tattoo artist.
And she was talented.
And you had none and you were just there as a pick-me.
Yeah.
You have no talent, no real talent. So they basically they get into it. Then she go into, I know more than you think I know, Drea.
Here we go.
We talking about business, but here she go. And then she said, I know who you fucking in the shop. And then she said, Prince, where you been sleeping the last few nights? And she tell her that her car has been at Drea's apartment for the last couple of nights.
So you mean to tell me,
Drea?
Listen, you mean to tell me she has a husband, a toddler, a dying father, and she got time to drive around Chicago in the night to find out where Prince is parking his car?
That's why I was like, I'm like, really?
That's a lot.
Why? But why though?
I
Like,
don't have a single friend who can go out of town and I'm finna drive. If my friend called me and from out of town and been like, girl, drive over there and see where his car at. And I'm gonna be like, if you don't trust that nigga, you
but how
gotta
does
that
she
shit when you
know
come
to
back.
go to Drea house though? That's some real weird shit.
And it's an apartment. It's
Somebody
not
I
a
ain't
house.
messing with.
You said apartment. How you know who's over there to see Drea?
And then this girl talking about he got a what she say, a blue SRT, and it's the only one in the city, the only one in the whole,
The only one in the whole Chicago.
all of Chicago. It's only one blue SRT. Oh, okay. She sound like a whole fool.
I just want to know, is Drea's apartment on her way home? It just was so weird to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Every couple of nights, you drive past Drea's apartment to see.
Drea told her, you been fucking everybody in the shop. How you gonna say something about me? She talking about one person.
They said,
Oh, God.
they panned it down. It was like, dun, dun, dun.
Don was like, don't.
Don't.
I'm gonna get in trouble when I get home. Don't start this mess.
Yeah.
You messing up my household.
Ashley, you should think about that when you see that girl.
Yeah.
She's sitting next to your husband and she's still wanting.
She's still a woman.
And he's much yummier looking now than he was. Like, he was yummy back then, but he's super yummy now, girl. You know she's still wanting.
Well, I don't know what they was doing at the apartment. Prince did confirm he was at the apartment, but he said he was over there painting.
I think Prince don't have nowhere to stay.
That's probably why he was in the shop the whole pandemic.
I think he doesn't have anywhere to stay. He probably asked Drea, can he crash over there? And she didn't want to blow up his spot. So it feels more comfortable for him to say, we were over there painting than for him to say, I don't have nowhere to stay. Because I feel like I heard him say something like, she already know because I'm going through some things. I heard something along those lines.
He did say something like that.
And so I just feel like he don't have nowhere to stay, but he was embarrassed to say that. So he was like, we were painting.
And then this fool, oh, I can't take her. And then they started talking about we a crew.
And they just sat up there and said it was supposed to be business. And they let Shar bring up that personal shit and never checked her not one time.
Did not check her. They let it fly. He was more concerned. He was too busy yelling at Drea.
He was so mad at Drea.
In the Shar. So then they want to know, so, okay, since we all a crew and we need to get along because we all a crew and we need to take personal business and put it aside. You as a leader, are you upholding the same thing? Shar talking about, I believe he is. So then Kid was like, well, I guess I ain't part of the crew then, because when it comes to me and you don't know how to keep personal business out of it. Then she bring heat to my, you know why I'm mad at you and this, that. And he got
so mad.
He got so irate. Like, if
she was a dude, he would have hit her.
Yeah. Kept calling her goofball, you're goofball, this, that. I was like, the hell?
Like, Don had to physically remove him from the room. Why? That's what I said. It doesn't just seem like something else is going on there. Like, why was he that mad?
Kid, let us know what's really
tea.
Yeah. Like, you tried to, I guess, tell us the story about Anthony, but if it's really something else, let us know what's going on. Because he looked like a whole fool. Leave that fool alone. He talking about at the end, he gonna go to counseling because what he been doing ain't working out. Clearly.
And I feel like, she brought Anthony there, or what's his name, Steven there, and he's probably a little bothered by that because Steven looked like
because Steven is on the same level as you.
That's him.
Around people.
And he's got that London accent.
Yeah. Like you ain't too intimidated by Don, because Don is the opposite of you. He's tall and chocolate. Like you know how you have a light-skinned friend and y'all all to go together. So that didn't bother you. But here comes somebody who looked
Yeah,
like,
because whoever would be attracted to Ryan, like you said, him and Don would
Yeah.
be the conflict. They, whoever's
Yeah.
attracted to Ryan would be attracted to Steven. Because y'all
Yeah.
damn near, like, if Steven had braids in his hair, you would be confused as to which nigga. I did not realize they looked that much alike until this episode.
and he said it too. You sitting up there looking like my brother.
Yeah.
So maybe that really
Steven
bothers.
is like, look here, I'm only gonna be here 2 weeks. I'm trying to get this money. I want the people to know my name. After he did that tattoo that he did, yeah.
Absolutely. That's one of the dopest tattoos I've seen in a minute.
Yeah. Ryan, he's very good too. Like the elephant was good, but so was that, whatever that was.
Yeah. Yeah, he a force to be reckoned with. But
This is what I think. I think like Shar should go and Kit and Drea should
run Second City. And that would really work.
And I heard her, I was, on that video that I sent you. Did you watch that, Kit? And she said one thing she learned from C's was how important location is. And I think location is important for any other service industries, massage, aesthetics, hair, tattooing. You got to be somewhere where people can walk in. They in the basement of a hospital.
That's where Second City is at?
It's in the basement of a children's hospital. So they're limited to even the advertising. Like they can't even like post up stuff outside the building because it's a children's hospital. And she said production's office is right next door. So.
Hold on.
And you want me to pay $1,500 a month?
The crowd that will go to a tattoo, they supposed to walk through the children's hospital? Yeah, no. Who did that? Okay, Ryan, that's a reflection of you. So you felt like it was okay for her to open up Second City?
Did that.
Did you find that?
Oh, they laughed at her when she did it. I'm sure him and Don and Ford laughed at her ass when she went down there and filled out that lease. And it's probably cheap.
It shouldn't let
They
them
can't even put signage outside because it's a children's hospital.
That's why a girl was like, we can't have walk-ins. But you can't have just people walking in there. Child, you done told me something crazy. Dumb. The dumbest shit I done heard all day. Lord.
Thank you.
Well, we at the end of that.
That's
Baby,
time.
what to do?
Smack that on the bus. 4 horas.
Bye, y'all.
All right.